bonjour et bienvenue. Hi, hello, and welcome to French lecture module 2. First of all, let's revise what you have done in the previous module. What is the meaning of comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous means? Yes, it means how are you in a formal environment. Je vais bien, merci. Je vais bien, merci. And thank you, formal. Ça va, merci. Et toi? Ça va, merci. Et toi? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Informal. Félicitations. Félicitations. Congratulations. Au revoir. Au revoir. Or au revoir. Au revoir. Bye, see you. J'adore jouer au cricket. J'adore jouer au cricket. I love to play cricket. Merci beaucoup et au revoir. Merci beaucoup et au revoir. Thank you very much and see you soon. Your turn again. C'est à vous. You have to do self-introduction. So I'll just quickly repeat it and what I have done in the previous lecture, and then I want you to try it out. Okay. So it's bonjour. Je m'appelle Shilpa Majumdar. J'habite à Mumbai. Je suis étudiante. Je suis indienne. J'adore jouer au badminton. It's your turn now. Try this out. C'est à vous. This is a list I have given. If you have some other preferences other than playing cricket and football, etc., these are the other ones. If you like to read, you can say lire, écrire, to write. J'adore écrire. I love to write. Manger, j'adore manger. I like to eat. J'adore danser. If I like to dance. J'adore chanter, to sing. Dormir, to sleep. Voyager, to travel. Nager, to swim. Écouter de la musique, to listen to music. Regarder les films, to watch films. Cuisiner is to cook. Faire du shopping, to shop. Jouer au cricket, to play cricket. Jouer au foot, football, au basket, basketball. Tennis, tennis. De la piano, de la guitar, et du violon. So here you have an ample amount of choice to choose what are the things that you like to do. A petit quiz, a small quiz. When you meet someone during the day, what would you say? What would you say if you meet someone during the day? And if you have said bonjour, then you're right. Je m'appelle means my name is. A friend speaking friend says ça va, you would say. If you say ça va, you're right. Or you could say ça va bien, merci. Oui, ça va bien, merci. Et toi? Asking about another person in return is basic politeness. So try and ask et toi and you. Your friend speaking colleague says, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? What would be your response? And if you have said, je vais bien, merci, you're right. Je vais bien, merci. I'm fine, thank you. So see, for comment allez-vous, someone is being formal with you. You cannot be informal. You can say ça va, okay? Though there are people who say ça va, but it's not politesse. Politesse is when you reply in the correct pattern. So here it's comment allez-vous and you say je vais bien, merci, et vous. And you can ask him, "Et vous, what about you?" but in a formal. Les accents, aigu as in félicitation, grave as in très bien. Now, what is the difference between the two? A very fine difference. The E aigu, for people who speak Hindi, they would know this as A ki matra, A. So the basic alphabet E is pronounced as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and when you want to make it sound like A, then you put this sign and you say félicitations. And E grave is more like a closure. The sound comes to a closure. You can more identify it when you say the word air. So you see this word très bien. Très bien is towards closure, and that's the grave accent. Circumflex is to pull up the word which is accentuated. So say hospital, we don't say hospital, okay? H is silent. We say hospital. Then you have accent circumflex as in chapeau, okay? Then cédille. This is a very useful accent. You would wish that it was there in English also. If you notice, in English as in French, words which are going with C, and how do you pronounce a word which has a CA in it? Like, for example, cats. It makes the sound K, correct? Or if you have something like CO, for example, cotton. In English, it's co. Then if you have something like CU, okay? So for example, you want to say cute. So again, it's K. All right. Now look at the words which go with the vowels which go with C as CE. So when we say CE, for example, you can have centimeter, centimeter, or you can have it CI as city. So here you have the pronunciation being sir, sir. Same thing happens in French also. C plus A is ka, C plus O is O, C plus U is Q, C plus E is sir, C plus I is C. But if there is a point where I want CA to pronounce sir and not k, I want to change over. Then I put this city. Okay, then I put the city. And now this becomes sa. Now this becomes sa. Same way you can have for home and you put a cedil and now you pronounce this as so. And here if you put a cedil, um, pronounce it as su. Pronounce it as su. And this will help you a lot when you want to change your pronunciation. And this does not exist in English, so this can be mighty confusing if at some point in time you want to say sa and again you're writing ca, but this difference does not exist because in French they've made it very clear that for ka, ko, ku, if you want to make them sa, so, su, you have to add the city. Whereas C plus E is always sir, C plus I is always C. Does not have the k pronunciation at all. All right. Then you will see sometimes these these dots, on top of certain vowels like E, I, U. These are double dots. They just bring about a difference in pronunciation. Like, for example, you have the word called as no A, no L. No L is Christmas. And here you will find that on top of E there is a double dot. So these are very few in number, and as and when we come across them, we'll just point it out to them how they differ had the double dots not been there. So it's not too many of them. So we will deal with them as and when we come across them. Then comes to main pronunciation. Here is where you are actually going to learn your phonetics. Got it? So make a note, make a page. Okay. This page you will call it the phonetic page. That is the page for pronunciation. Now, on this phonetics, wherever I tell you a certain pronunciation, please note it down because this is where the phonetics in French will differ from the phonetics in English. And if you know these phonetics, then you will be able to pronounce all the words properly in French, even words which are very similar to the English words but pronounced different. All right, so let's begin. The first one is zero. The first one is pronounced as zero. Here you will notice that I have given you the phonetics at the side to help you. Like I told you, E agu is like A ki matra, so zero. Then number one has two types. One is A and the other is U. One is A and the other is U. Now, A is masculine, U is feminine. But when we are saying numbers, we normally use only A. All right, so zero, then you have the. Look at this EU. This EU is always pronounced as A. Is always pronounced as A, and X is silent. If the last alphabet is not a vowel, that is to say it is a consonant, then it is normally silent. So we say the, not dukes, okay? The. Make a note of this. E plus U is A. Look at the word three. It is pronounced as trois. Trois. O plus I is always pronounced as U. Ua. Okay? Ua. So we say trois and the S is silent. Make a note of this on your phonetic page. O plus I, ua. O plus I, ua. Then we come to number 4. Now, it's not quatre, it is quatre. The way you would say Katrina, quatre. Okay. So make a note of this again, that Q plus U is pronounced as cat, like in cats, cat. Okay, quatre. Number 5 is not sink, it's sank, sank. So here you get your next phonetics, which says that IN is pronounced as A. IN is pronounced as A, sank or sank. Then you come to cease, cease. Okay, this is pronounced. That means now, here you need to note something. The word SIX6 has 3 pronunciation. One I've already given you, cease. Now, if this cease is followed by another word which begins with a consonant, I only say C. C. And if it is followed by another word which begins with a vowel, I will say cease. I will say cease. So cease and see and cease. 3 pronunciations. The number 7 is pronounced as set. The number 8 is pronounced as with. Now see, I told you H is silent. So pronunciation starts at U. And here it is with. The pronunciation is with. Okay. Then 9. I told you that E plus U is A. And hence the pronunciation is nerve. Nerve. Now, number 10, this, again like number 6, has 3 pronunciations. By itself, it is this. If followed by a word which begins with a consonant, it is D. If followed by a word which begins with a vowel, it is these. These. Okay? Make a note of this on your phonetic page. Setamu, it's your turn. How will you pronounce the first number? Write down the spellings and do the pronunciation, and then go back to seeing how it needs to be pronounced. Then we come to numbers 11 to 20. Number 11 is pronounced as owns. Owns. Okay. See the phonetics which I have given. This is only your phonetics. The actual spelling is right here on the left side. Then do's. Now write down on your phonetic page that O plus O, U is oo. O plus U is oo. E plus I is A. Tres. Tres. Q plus U is K. So 14. 14. Q plus U is K. Cans. Cans. IN is so cans. Please repeat after me. Owns, do's, tres, 14, cans, says. Now, 17 is 10 and 7. Remember I told you that DIX has 3 pronunciations. This, the, and this. Which one will you use here? Seth starts with a consonant. So which one will you choose? You have to choose the Seth. Now, H is silent, U is a vowel. So this is pronounced as these with. Also, H is considered a vowel many a times in French. So think of H right now as a vowel. Okay, think of H right now as a vowel. These with. Then for some reason not known, it is not the nerve but these nerve. So just learn it by heart, these nerve. And VINGT is please pronounced as va. Va. Not winged, not winged, not wing, but va. Okay, the GT is silent. The GT is silent. Now, if you know the numbers from 0 to 20, then rest all numbers are extremely easy to learn. Okay, so please be sure that you're very thorough. First, learn numbers 1 to 10 thoroughly. Then learn numbers 11 to 20 thoroughly. Take up yourself and practice, and then go and study the numbers ahead of this. Now, like I told you, if you know the numbers up to 20, the remaining part is easy. See 21. 21, 20 and 1. This ET, which I have written, it means and. And is pronounced as A. And is pronounced as A. Okay. 21. 21 means 21. But 22 does not have the and. It just has the hyphen. So we say 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30. Here at 30, you can please note down in your phonetic page, EN is many a times pronounced as O. It's pronounced as O. Okay, now remember one thing. Whenever you see 21, 21, 31, 31, but thereafter hyphen. 22, 23, 24. Okay, so don't say 22, 23. No, that's incorrect. Say 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Same rule applies. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay, 40. It's pronounced as 40. Apply the same rule, then 50. Apply the same rule and then 60. 60. Okay. Again, please, some people say soixante and all. Don't say that. I've already told you that O plus I is OUA. Okay. So please use that rule, soixante or soixante. Please practice this. And here again, all numbers have been written down for you very carefully. All right. Now, for some strange reason, in French, you do not have a number for 70. 70 is just 60 plus 10. 70 is 60 and 10. So we write soixante-dix. Then we say for 80, there is again no number. We write quatre-vingts. Quatre-vingts. And 90, we say quatre-vingt-dix. That is 80 and 10. 80 and 10. Quatre-vingt-dix. Okay. 80 is quatre-vingts and 90 is quatre-vingt-dix. So you need to solve these. Here I have also given you some solutions. All numbers from 71 to 99. So please say them and practice them aloud, speaking as well as written. I'll just give a little bit of introduction. Soixante-dix, soixante-onze, soixante-douze, soixante-treize, soixante-quatorze. If you notice, I'm adding 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to the number 60, right? Soixante-quatorze, soixante-quinze, soixante-seize, soixante-dix-sept, soixante-dix-huit, soixante-dix-neuf. Then you have quatre-vingts. Quatre-vingts with an S, and thereafter there is no quatre-vingts with an S. We say quatre-vingt-un. Here you will notice ET is also not there. In number 1, ET is also not there. Quatre-vingt-un, quatre-vingt-deux, quatre-vingt-trois, quatre-vingt-quatre, quatre-vingt-cinq, quatre-vingt-six, quatre-vingt-sept, quatre-vingt-huit, quatre-vingt-neuf. Then 90, just continue with this. Quatre-vingt-dix, quatre-vingt-onze, quatre-vingt-douze, quatre-vingt-treize, quatre-vingt-quatorze, quatre-vingt-quinze, quatre-vingt-seize, quatre-vingt-dix-sept, quatre-vingt-dix-huit, and quatre-vingt-dix-neuf. This is how you need to continue. So you can also try it out aloud. Number 100 is song. See, it's written like cent, but it's pronounced like song. Okay, let me write it over here. S-O-N. Please write down the pronunciation. Song. Then sonton. Sonton. Then see how 199. Son, quatre-vingt-dix-neuf. 200 is the song. 999. Neuf song. 900. Quatre-vingt-dix-neuf. 99. Is that clear? Then 1000 is called as mille. 1000 is called as mille. The mille. The mille. Okay. Then you have 3005. Trois mille cinq. Trois mille cinq. So if you want to say the year 2020, so you have to say it in the way, in this fashion only. You have to say the mille 2000 and vingt. The mille vingt. The mille vingt. Okay. Now, if you want to say the year 2005, then what will you say? The mille cinq. means Sam. The problem comes when you have to say some numbers in 19. So, for example, you want to say 1998. Okay, you cannot say 1998. Okay, you cannot say these nerve and then 98. No, you have to say 1999, 98. Sorry. So you say 1999. 1990. Alright, so you need to practice dates like that because you need to say your date of birth and that time you will have to say this number. So, like if you want to say I was born on, so je suis né. Je suis né means I was born. Okay? Je suis né le, and now supposing let me take a random date of birth, 13th November 1971. Okay? 13 November 1971. Je suis né le 13 novembre 1971. This is how you will say your date of birth. 1971. Please make a note of this. So for you, your turn, practice these numbers over here. And the answers have been given. Plus you have some homework exercises where write down all numbers from 0 to 100, from 0 to 21, from 10, 20, 30. Because if you do that, no, you will be able to get increase your fluency in the numbers. And the numbers should be at your fingertips. Okay, and then again, write this and you will find a difference that you are able to write faster, quicker. These numbers can come as a dialogue or you can have them in listening skill activities. So you have to be quickly able to identify them. Also, in listening skill, you have this thing of telephone numbers, okay? Now, in telephone numbers, you have to be so careful because telephone numbers are always said as double digits, not the way it is in English. So I've taken one random telephone number 9889776755. This is how you will say it in English. In French, you will say 98, 89, 77, 67, 55. So you have to practice that. All right. Unless you practice, you will not get it. So this number for me, it will be like 98, 89, 77, 67, 55. So that's how you have to be able to say the numbers. I've given the answer over here. You can have a look at it. That long the number goes when you try to say it, but all telephone numbers are said like this. In fact, if you go to France or any of the 29 French-speaking countries, everywhere it's like that. So you have to get used to this, all right? Then days of the week, again, I've given you the phonetics. So now see how this goes. This is the actual spelling here. Whereas here, what you have is phonetics. Okay, this is not the actual spelling. All right. So you have lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Once again, lundi, repeat after me. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Other than that, you have Today. Ojodvi. R is silent. Ojodvi. Ojodvi. Repeat that. Today. Ojodvi. Yesterday H is silent. EA. R is also silent. EA. Tomorrow is Dharma. Tomorrow is Dharma. This week is Setsamen. This week is Setsamen. Setsamen. Then last week, La semaine dernière. La semaine dernière. Next week, la semaine prochaine. La semaine prochaine. Here, please make note of one phonetic difference. CH in French is pronounced as show always. Always. So don't say prochaine. Okay? Prochaine. La semaine prochaine. How would you use it? So if I ask you like, quel jour est-il aujourd'hui? Which day is it today? Quel jour est-il aujourd'hui? You can say aujourd'hui c'est lundi. Today is Monday. If it's Tuesday, you say aujourd'hui c'est mardi. If it's Wednesday, you say aujourd'hui c'est mercredi. And so on. Okay? Aujourd'hui. Then months of the year is pronounced as les mois de l'année. Les mois de l'année means months of the year. So you say janvier. See how I've given you the phonetics also, huh? So that is not the spelling, that is the phonetics here, janvier. But the actual word is here. Février, février, mars, mars, avril, avril, mai, juin, juin, okay? Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin. Now July, juillet, juillet. One important introduction to your phonetics. ILLE combination, normally 95% of the time, the double L is silent and is pronounced as EA. EA. Okay, the double L is silent in 95% of the cases. So, the word for August is août. Only focus on this area. Don't say out, okay? It's août, août, August. September, October, November, December is very much like the English words. We just interchange the ER to RE. But pronunciation-wise, it's different. Septembre, septembre, octobre, octobre, novembre, novembre, décembre, décembre, right? Septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Yes, I want you also to practice this. Juillet, juillet, août, yes. Some seasons, les saisons. This is the last one for this module. Les saisons. Les saisons. Seasons. Okay. Spring is called le printemps. Le printemps. EM is pronounced as OM. So again, please take down the pronunciation. Then LE is pronounced as le. Le is pronounced as le. Le printemps, l'été, l'été, l'automne, l'hiver, and la mousson. La mousson. So you can, you can pause the video, take down the notation, take down the phonetics, and learn to pronounce correctly. Les saisons, le printemps, l'été, l'automne, l'hiver. Now these are the seasons in France. Monsoon is not a season in France, it is a season in India, and it is pronounced as la mousson. La mousson. So we come to the end of this module. Let me know how you have liked it, whether you were able to note it down, and keep practicing, keep listening, keep practicing. Okay. I wish you all the best and merci beaucoup. Au revoir.